What is going on, guys? Your boy Guns here, and I want to update you guys today on my 5 mage lineup. Okay, this is probably one of the top questions that I've received since I started playing the Age of Duality seasons. I know they kind of discontinued it, but a lot of you guys are getting ready to go into Dragon Zone, and I feel like this is going to really help a lot of you guys out to just get better performing marches altogether, especially dealing with these Kumas, man. Kumas with the added decorations, people being on territory, it's crazy. But anyways, let's get right into it, guys. We're not even gonna waste time. We're gonna go right into it. We're gonna show you guys the 5 mage setup and why I have it set up this way. We'll even touch on why the 5 mage setup, right? Because there's always that one person in the comments with 1 million overall infantrymen. It's like, infantry march. Like, shut up, dude. I'll explain everything. Anyways, so. And then we'll go into the variants as well and the builds, okay? We're going to try to do all of that stat, okay? First of all, okay, boom. Let's go straight into it, like I said. Okay, bang. So here is the 5 mage setup that I'm recommending, okay? Hold on. This one's supposed to be mag. Okay. Bang. Okay, now... And I'll touch it. I'll touch into it. Okay, so Lilia Thea, why not Lilia Valen? Okay, Lilia Valen, especially going up against Echo, and we've been pushing into their territory. Okay, so AKA extremely cracked marches. Okay, arguably some of the strongest marches in the game. You know, obviously you have other alliances out there that are also insane as well. But a mixture of pushing onto their territory and them being big spenders and them being like light years ahead of most people in decorations, yeah, it hurts. It hurts, right? So I had to like kind of mess around with my builds more. And so we went with Lilia Thea, right? Inferno Flame, the little donut. Okay, I call it the little donut. Why? Because it gives you extra defense, okay? Removes the debuffs, okay? And friendly legions. You gain 20% march speed, or... yeah, affected legions gain 20% march speed and 20% defense for 10 seconds. So it's amazing, right? And then we got good old Bird Tohar. Bird Tohar is the second highest DPS in this entire lineup, behind Ming, of course. We got the Infernal Flame, and we also got the Icon of Helios to just help keep him alive longer with the healing factor and removes all the debuffs. Okay. Then we got Ming Grimora. Okay, you can go Ming Grimora, you can go Ming Thalea, you can go Ming just about anybody, right? Because I can already know people are like, what about this? What about that? Guys, it really just depends on your lineup. I'm just letting you guys know what works for me, okay? Ming Thalea and Ming Thalea / Ming Grimora don't get a variant because they're already doing so damn good. Like, everyone else needs help, you know? So, and then I also put the Seraphic here because I found that the Seraphic still performs really well there with the Ming Grimora, or if you guys run a Muthea. Now, you guys also saw the pets here. We got a Sapphire. We got the Shadow here, and then the Seraphic there. And then we got good old Mu Valen. Mu Valen's doing pretty damn good for me, and they're also doing pretty good survivability-wise, especially because I have the Sand Lizard on mixture with my Mu there. We got the Visage of Sanctus, right, to help deal with more counterattack damage and shielding our allies. And then I put the Phoenix Eye just to give it a little bit more of that DPS that march I feel like it needs. Okay, then we got the Sand Lizard. This is not a fully decked out mage Sand Lizard. It's like a hybrid that you can also use with your physical units. Granted, I know Chain Strike doesn't work with my mages, but so if you guys have all been following the channel, you know that I've had this forever. Okay, next we have Thundalin and Mag. Now, against Echo, believe it or not, my Mag Zay has been doing better than my Thundalin Mag. Why? Because Mag Zay just has more healing, and we're hitting a lot of tanks with Echo. So, but the reason why I still end up running the Thundalin, sometimes I'll switch on and off, but the reason why I still run the Thundalin is because the Thundalin just has amazing debuffs, right? So it's kind of like a debuff / DPS / healing / just monster of a march, right? We got the Breath of Gigantus on there. We got the Thunder Elegy. So just a bunch of control out of this march, okay? And then we also have the Sapphire on this one. Okay, so let's go straight into the builds. Okay, all of my marches are running at about 20% march speed. 21% march speed. You can see here, I'll show you guys. Then you take a look over here, 50, 51, 52, 50, 49. Like, so they're all really close together, right? That way when you're kiting back and forth, like it just really helps out, especially when you're in between cities. Okay, your marches don't start splitting apart because their speeds are separate. So that's always a really good thing. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and start off with Lilia. Okay, so here is my Lilia build. Bang. Okay, we're not gonna leave it on for a few seconds so you guys can cover. You can see, like, look, listen, I tried Lilia with like a bunch of other mage marches, and I'll show you guys some field reports here in a second. And this right here, the foresight, made such a big difference, guys. Being able to give more stats to the rage accumulation was nutty for this march. I felt like, compared to when I had the speed, because I tried Lilia Thunderland. Lilia Thunderland's really good. There's so many marches, guys. I've tried numerous amounts, and so many of them could have made it to this list, I'll be honest, but I think like these are some of the best ones now. Even when it comes to my list, one of the things that I will be trying for Dragon Zone only is I want to try Gramara here. I want to try Gramara Mu. And then just put Ming Talea, because Ming Talea is just amazing, right? So, okay. Next, we got our Bert. Here's our Bert. Bang. Okay. And then next, we got our Moo. Bang. And then, guys, Mu Thea with Sand Lizard has been amazing for me the times that I've ran it versus Echo, but gotta help out the rest of the marches, right? Like, so I know some of you guys always say like, oh, well, I think this march does better, or that march does better. It's like, yeah, but it's about making your entire lineup good too, not just like, 2 S tiers and 3 of them kind of falling behind. Okay, next is the Thunderlin. Bang. Full magic. Okay, and this is the Thunderlin tree that I have. And then if I just run Mag Zay only, here's Mag. And then I feel like I'm missing one. Which one am I missing? Oh, the Ming. And so the Ming is a prototype one that shout out Tinsy. He's like go with steady hands instead. And I've been getting pretty good reports with steady hand and raging tide. So right now I'm not 100% sure, okay, on which one is exactly better. I mean, that's like everything else is good to go, right? But these two things is the main thing that's like different between them. So yeah. Up to you guys, though. I can tell you for sure Raging Tide's great. I've been testing steady hands, and it's been good. So, yeah, those are my builds there, guys. Just extra food for thought if you made it this far into the video. We also have our 4 mage, 1 tank setup. This is pretty much what I've been running. Once again, you can do Ming Talea, Ming Gramora, depending on what you have. And then my first march, believe it or not, it's the Lilia Valen. Like, and so I know some of you guys are surprised. Like, even I was surprised when I benched my Lilia Valen. But they just don't deal with counterattack damage that good. I'll be 100% honest. Against other alliances that aren't as strong, Lilia Valen's still popping off because you're able to hit range units. But dude, I'm telling you guys, when you're going up against Echo, WB, those caliber EIS, those caliber types kingdoms, like, you're hitting tanks 99% of the time. Like, when you hit range units, you're like, oh my god, I'm hitting range units. So it's very different. Okay, so if you guys are still running Lilia Valen, don't worry. Okay, for most of you guys, you'll be perfectly fine. But Yeah, it's either Thunderlin Mag or just Mag Zay, and that's what I end up running for the 4 bomb and then the 1 tank. So and then obviously, and then I'm not necessarily obviously, but then on the Kuma Quan, I put Exemplar Blink on there. But anyways, let's go ahead over to the variants and kind of talk about the variants a little bit, since we're here already and we just hit the 10-minute mark. So I prefer the Phoenix Eye personally over the Spirit Necklace. That's just me. Let me know in the comment section below how you guys feel about that. I could potentially go Spirit Necklace, and it kind of gives me another option to put the Phoenix Eye somewhere else, but we'll see. And then number 2, there is times that I switch over to the Thunder Striker because it does help out dealing with the counterattack damage, because when you hit enemies with the Thunder Striker, they do not deal counterattack damage to you. So it's absolutely massive. Okay, and then obviously you see I have Thunder Elegy here for obvious reasons, right? It has great magic defense breaks and also has reduced damage taken. Okay. Honorable mention, Viola's Bow. I'll be honest. Honorable mention, Viola's Bow, guys. I don't have it, but I think it could be dope with your range lineup. Okay. Number 3, I obviously put the Warnhorn, the donut. Okay. It's just dope compared to the rest of the things here. This is obviously Archer. So yeah, sometimes I've done Breath of Gargantus as well and put it like other setups, like my Tear of Arbonne, right? You can go Breath of Gargantus variant and then Tear of Arbonne mix with it, right? It's just kind of like a little whole defense setup. Number 4, I go Icon of Helios. It's really good that I've been using. Also, honorable mention is Dragon Scale Armor. Okay, Dragon Scale Armor with your range units, believe it or not, like with your Muthea specifically. So, very tanky March. I'm probably going to test it out a little bit more. But like I said, good honorable mention there. And then another one here is the Windwalker's Talisman. People have been doing some pretty creative things with the Windwalker's Talisman, man, because you're immune to all physical damage. People are using this to cheese our Bastion overnight, specifically Ragnar, the free-to-play player that they have. Like, he'll just sit there for 7 hours plus to kill 30,000 troops. Like, bro, for real? That's like so annoying. Maybe that's why he does it. But anyways, you can use this as well for when you're getting cav rushed. You can use the Windwalker, and then you can also use a combination of the Thunder Striker as well to kind of help you defend against those cav rushes. People have asked me about the morning robes. They look really cool, but I don't know. I just don't think they're that great. I also haven't really used them because if you look at it, it's 20% of its maximum unit count while in the field, right? You got to lose 20%. Like, that's a long time that this thing's not even working. You know what I mean? So it's like, eh. And then in the 5th one, I go with the Springbird Feather. And the reason why I go with the Springbird Feather is because, like, you notice that the enemies are about to make a blink play. Bang, you get out of there quick with the Springbird Feather. And also another good one potentially is Storm Arrows. Because if you get blinked on, then you can blink out of it, right? So it's really cool. Really nice option. And then once you blink out of it, you also get you go on Rampage, damage dealt 24% for 4 seconds, and right, so it's really good. So you know that whenever you have it as a variant, it's only the ability that works. So maybe, I don't know, maybe that doesn't work. Maybe it's just the ability. I don't know. I could be talking out my ass. Anyways, let me know in the comment section below. That's pretty much what I've been running, guys. That's pretty much what I've been running. Let me know what you guys think. Let me show you guys some reports before we leave. Once again, most of these reports, guys, are on Echo's territory and pushing them, but considering we don't have any Rays of Remedy and you guys see these reports, so check it out. Not gonna click on each one, right? So they got the Muthea, Bertohar. These are all against Echo, by the way, right? Gomorrah, Thunderlin. I tried so many different things, guys. I'm telling you, it still did really good. Muthea good, Grimara Tohar did good, Minkta Leia is always doing good. I even tried Lilia Burt, Thunderlin Mag was doing decent. Like it's still like a 2.0. Obviously Kuma Kwan doing their thing. That was in a fog, and Maddie Garwood in the fog, and then Muthea. So like you can kind of see like the reports that I'm showing you guys, like they're great. You know what I mean? Like especially up against Echo. Against anyone else, that's like 150, 200k plus report right there, easy. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to give you guys a nice little update. By the time the season ends, I will be able to tell you like what I truly think is the top 5 mage. And it's kind of hard to tell, guys, because the mages all work so well together. You know what I mean? It just kind of depends on what your current situation is, right? Are you fighting an Echo type alliance that has crazy counterattack and you need a little bit more defensive stats out of your lineup, or are you fighting more range units and you're looking for way more DPS? Like I don't know, like it just really comes down to that. But anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video or have any further questions, make sure you guys drop a like on the video. Definitely helps me out a ton. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, guys, hit that sub button, turn on the bell notification, lets you guys know when I go live or drop a new video. Guys, it's your boy Guns, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.
We're not